Thanks for joining our special live coverage of the policy discussion with citizens. We are waiting for the 18th such meeting to begin. This time, talks will take place in Incheon City under the theme of Incheon, Korea's gateway to the world. Now, while we wait for President Yoon's opening remarks, let's also look over some of the sessions that took place in the past few weeks. Over in Daegu City, President Yoon pledged to speed up construction of a new airport for the city, which is set to open by 2030. On top of that, plans to expand a new express rail line were unveiled to increase connectivity across Daegu City. And with the emergence of new advanced industries such as robotics and future mobility, hopes are high that Daegu City will take the lead in those new fields. And to make that happen, the Korean government is believed to be investing $150 million into robot testing. And also, for the first time in 20 years, the government has decided to lift greenbelt zones, or land protected from development, in the regions outside the capital area to boost the regional economy. Over in Ulsan, a city well known for research and development, the president vowed full support for young scientists and researchers so that they can focus on their studies and research without worrying about their tuition and living expenses. At least 800,000 Korean won, or around $600 per month, will be made available for master's students, and $820 for people doing their PhDs. Now, over in Busan City, President Yoon Suk-yeol pledged to turn the city into a global business hub. That's also in line with the country's ambitions to narrow regional gaps and spur development across areas outside the capital city. And the government also pledged to continue to ease parental concerns over childcare. Now, after-school childcare services called Nulbom School will be expanded to all elementary schools by the second semester this year. And also decided during the past discussions was the streamlining the administrative services by making hundreds of services fully digital over the next 3 years. Now, if we look at housing, the Yoon administration is going to scrap regulations that hinder redevelopment and reconstruction. And some bold reforms for stock market taxes will be on the way to correct the perceived undervaluation of South Korean shares and improve the financial situation of ordinary people. Now, President Yoon Suk-yeol has entered the room to deliver his opening remarks. We'll come back right afterwards.
지금부터
We will now
18번째
begin
국민과
the
함께하는
18th policy
민생토론회를
discussion session with the people.
먼저 국민의례가
We will
있겠습니다.
first pledge
모두
allegiance
화면
to
왼쪽에
the
있는
flag.
국기를 향해 주시기
Please face the
바랍니다.
flag.
국기에 대하여
Salute
경례.
to the flag.
바로
At ease,
모두 자리에 앉아 주시기
please be
바랍니다.
seated.
궂은 날씨에도 불구하고
Well,
이곳
despite
인천까지
the
찾아와
weather,
주신 여러분께
we welcome you
감사의
to Incheon
말씀을 드립니다.
and thank you for your
토론 시작에
attendance.
앞서
Before
먼저
we begin
대통령님께서 모두
the discussion, the
말씀하시겠습니다.
President will deliver his opening remarks.
대한민국과 세계를 연결하는
Incheon, that is a bridgehead and a gateway of Korea,
매우 반갑습니다.
and it is very
인천이 지나온 길을
a
돌이켜보면
pleasure for you, for all of us to be here today. Looking back
선택을
on the
하느냐에
history
따라
of Incheon,
나라와
we can
국민의
learn
운명이
that
바뀐다는
depending
사실을
on which
확인할 수
path
있습니다.
we take,
세계에서
really
가장 가난했던
would
대한민국이
dictate the future.
오늘의 번영을 이룰
The
수
Republic of
있었던
Korea,
것은
that was the poorest country
한반도 안에
around
머무르지
the
않고
world, has
과감하게
now
세계를
achieved
향해
its
도전했기
economic
때문에
achievements, and it was
바닷길과
thanks to
하늘길을
our
열어
challenging
전 세계를
spirits and the challenging
우리의
spirit of
경제의 영토로
Incheon.
만들었기 때문에
Incheon
기적의 역사를
was spearheading
쓸 수
our
있었습니다.
challenges to the world
그리고 그
through
도약의 길에서
maritime and
최전방
aviation
전초
roads.
기지 역할을
And it
해온
was
도시가
the
바로 인천입니다.
forward base of
1968년
Korea.
12월 우리나라 최초로 개통된 고속도로가 바로
The first
경인고속도로.
expressway that was opened in
제가
1968
초등학생
of Korea was
막
the
개통된
Gyeongin Expressway.
경인고속도로를
I was
이용해서
in elementary school back then, and I remember that I used this expressway to go to the Songdo beach in the summertime. And also in 1974, the first ever container facility infrastructure of Korea was built at Incheon port. So with the wisdom of former President Park Chung-hee, the establishment of Gyeongin Expressway and Incheon Port has laid the foundation for the export that could have been possible to go to around the world, and that was laying the groundwork for the export industry of Korea. And also in 2001, Incheon International Airport was opened and has now grown into a hub airport in Northeast Asia. At the moment, it is handling 70 million passengers and 2.8 million tons of cargo annually. As we all know, when there is an evaluation of the international airports, Incheon International Airport is actually excluded because when the evaluation is being done, since it has been at number one post for the last 15 consecutive years, it is left out in the evaluation. And also the Kansai Airport to the world, it goes through Incheon Airport. And therefore, for Incheon Airport to be escalated into the next level will be the starting point for the Republic of Korea to leap forward as well. So going forward, we will continue to develop our strategic industries of aviation and shipping using Incheon International Airport. The second passenger terminal and runway of Incheon Airport and the expansion project of fourth phase is underway. And when it is completed in October, this will be a global mega hub that handles 100 million passengers. And such aviation infrastructure expansion by 2026, we are going to create a state-of-the-art complex in the hinterland of Incheon Airport by 2026. And in January this year, we have designated this area as the special zone, complex zone, and it will be granted with tax benefits. And using this, we are going to attract more than 5,000 global companies, and it will generate 10 trillion Korean won in production-inducing effect over the next 10 years. And also, the Incheon airport area will be upgraded to a place where cultural and industry meets. And last year in October, there was a complex that was inaugurated, and connecting with this, the theme park and complex zone will be going through under discussion, and the central government will support this endeavor. The aviation and service industry will also have a dramatic support for its advancement. We will ensure that the Korean Air and Asiana merger creates good synergies and also make a duplicate routes that are more effective and have more new routes that will be open. And through this merger, we are going to make sure that there would be no mileage cuts or airfare increases, which are the worries of our people, as we know. About the mileage, there will be no 1 mileage cut. And also, the quality of air services will not be declining due to monopolization. And also, this big aviation company that will be created will not monopolize the industry, so that we are going to support the low-cost carrier companies, LCC, so that the big and small companies can have a fair competition, which will result in low cost and a industry that is centered around customers. And also, the maritime industry, the competitiveness will be enforced. And to this end, the Incheon port will be upgraded. The Incheon port will become a first-class trade port, and it already has a great infrastructure to become an international port. And by 2027, we are going to develop 1 trillion Korean won, and it will be upgraded to a first-class port. And using AI and other cutting-edge technologies, the onboarding of freight and all these kind of procedures will be automated. And also, the electricity will be turned into a eco-friendly one, so that it could become the world's first-class trade, where it will be welcomed by many companies around the world. And also, we are going to create a cutting-edge specialized zone, and by 2029, we are going to create a cold chain specialized zone and an e-commerce specialized zone, so that the time spent for custom will be shortened, so that Incheon will be a place where e-commerce hub could take its route, connecting the custom service to the logistics. The cold chain zone, which is very much helping the prevalence of our early morning deliveries. This is still something that is not reaching the corners of Republic of Korea, especially in the islets of Baekneungdo. These places will be supported with the delivery fees from the government. About all the areas of Incheon Inner Port, it will be revamped, a total remodeling of the original city center will be also supported. The 재물포 Renaissance project will be supported as well, so that the development of the original city center connecting the inner city pier, the Incheon station, and Dongincheon station will be expedited, especially the inner city pier 1.8, and also the other ports will be reflected in our next year's basic plan, so that the project can go on and will be carried out in a speedy manner. Incheon Port is a golden harbor for us. And the Incheon Golden Harbor project will start from the first half of this year. Resort, hotel, and leisure facilities will be connected so that this could be revamped into a global, beautiful port like Sydney. And also, the original city remodeling will take place. And the urban renewal project worth 2.4 trillion won by 2027 will take place. And also, the aged cities like Mansu and hollowed-out original city centers will be supported with redevelopment project, and to this end, we are going to establish basic policies with local governments to expedite the reconstruction of these cities. And a long-standing dream of Incheon will be the undergrounding of Gyeongin Expressway and Gyeongin Line Railway, and we are going to quickly promote these projects. And by 2027, within my administration, the Gyeongin Expressway underground will begin the construction, and Gyeongin Railway, Gyeongin Line Railway, will be established with its basic plan by 2026, and we are going to pursue these projects in earnest. The overground space, where the railway and the highway have disappeared, will be reborn as a three-dimensional vertical space that combines residential, commercial, cultural, and environmental areas, so that Incheon to become a real, gateway to Seoul, we also have to have a ground express and ground transportation facility. And we have Gyeongin Line and Incheon City Express way only that connects Incheon to the city center, and therefore the B line and E line and D line that will depart from Incheon will be constructed. The B line that will be holding its groundbreaking ceremony today will open by 2030, and when the B line is open, it takes only 18 minutes from Incheon to Yeouido and 30 minutes to the center of Seoul, and this will be a revolution of transportation, the urban transportation. Back in the days, the long commute time from Incheon to city center was really helping the students to study and do their homeworks, but those days are gone. Now you would only have to listen to one or two songs, and then you will be arriving at the city center. And we are going to actively promote the urban railway extension and metropolitan railway expansion projects to improve regional transportation in new cities, including Yeongjong, Cheongna, Geomdan, and Gaeang. Metro Line 5 from Cheongna, and also the city metro line expansion and the metro railway extension will also be supported so that it could expedite and accelerate its project. So from Incheon to anywhere around the world, the commute time will be shortened dramatically, and we will connect the Suin line and Gyeongbu Speed Railway within my term to shorten the travel time between Incheon, Busan, and Mokpo to 2 hours. And also we are going to push ahead with the opening of Wolgot-Pangyo KTX line that will connect Incheon to Donghae. Today, we are joined by the mayor of Incheon, Yoo Jung-bok, and many entrepreneurs and many citizens of Incheon. I will listen to your opinions, and I ask you to really give your opinions and candid opinions, and we are going to change Incheon greatly. Thank you.
That was our live coverage of President Yoon Suk-yeol's opening remark ahead of the country's 18th policy discussion with citizens. Under the theme of Incheon, Korea's gateway to the world. We'll bring you more details on the discussion in our upcoming newscast at noon Korea time. Thanks for watching.